The Las Cruces East Mesa water reclamation facility became operational just a few years ago, and already it's proven to help the city preserve its precious resource. Once water leaves your home or business in Las Cruces, it could be directed to the East Mesa, where 250 to 260,000 gallons of wastewater are processed each day.
The first thing that comes to mind is it saves our aquifer water for our community for drinking.
For every bit of water that comes into the treatment plant, it can be returned to the city for irrigation or dust control. Now businesses have an alternative to turning on the tap water for grass and plants. Once the water comes in here, all the junk gets filtered out.
A perfect example of that is kind of like seeing a washing machine to wash clothes. It's a drum like that, and it sends the wastewater through there, sends the water through the holes in the drum, and it collects the waste.
The paper and plastic waste is removed, compacted, and taken to the landfill. But the filtered wastewater heads to a tank where microorganisms eat at the waste. Oxygen is provided to the water through a compressor to keep the microorganisms alive and active.
From there, we send it through a clarifier where it separates the waste from the actual water. The waste settles to the bottom, the water comes to the top, and we're actually able to send it to our final clarifier, where that clarifier will clean up anything that is in the surface.
At this point, any remaining particles of waste get trapped in these filters. No more than 1 to 2 milligrams per liter of solid waste remain. The water continues through an ultraviolet sterilization process. These UV lamps sterilize any remaining bacteria or microorganisms.
The reclaimed water could be pumped into an arroyo like this, but why waste this water? It could be used by other businesses for irrigation in the city of Las Cruces.
During the summer months, like in June, we'll probably put out about 1.1 to 1.2 million gallons a night.
Mike Kirkpatrick, the superintendent at Sonoma Ranch Golf Course, says the course uses plenty of the city's reclaimed water from the East Mesa. Last year, it was the only water they used to irrigate.
Well, last year I used no potable water at all. That was the first time ever at Sonoma Ranch we used no potable water.
As mentioned earlier, the facility is treating 250,000 gallons a day, but its potential is 1 million gallons, and that will come in handy within the upcoming weeks.
Well, we use the majority of it. I believe that they do, they have a couple of medians that they water with, and I believe that they do the Memorial Park over here. I believe they water with the tertiary water there, and I believe the new Centennial High School is going to receive or is receiving some of that water right now also.
Well, but you got to realize that they might not have a lawn, but they've got a soccer field, they got a football field, they got a baseball field, they got a softball field, and so all of those are going to require water.
I mean, it is a good cost. It's a heck of a lot cheaper than potable water, and it's a lot better for everybody concerned.
The reclaimed water is sold to businesses at about half the cost as tap water, giving some businesses a cost savings and saving the city's drinkable water for its residents.